Some more details about the OnePlus 8 Pro are emerging as we get even closer to the launch. And if true, it means that OnePlus are actually listening to their customers, which is always a good thing. So if we look back to the launch of the OnePlus 7 Pro almost a year ago, that thing came with a bang and actually some splashes too. And that's because a lot of videos were made submerging that phone in water precisely because it didn't have an IP rating, but OnePlus said the phone would hold up being submerged in water, telling us that the IP rating was expensive, so they didn't think they needed to do it. That was, in my opinion anyway, a really bad piece of marketing, especially considering that they paid millions of dollars to Robert Downey Jr. to promote the phones during the launch. They could have spent that money on an IP rating or at least some more waterproofing for the phone. But anyway, it looks like OnePlus are actually listening to what their customers are giving them in terms of feedback and giving us an IP rating this time around. This post from Max J shows us a promo picture that might be used along with the launch of the OnePlus 8 Pro. This shows us that yes, there will be some sort of water resistance and even an IP68 rating on the phone. This news story has also been covered by Android authorities saying that we are quite likely to get an IP rating on the OnePlus 8 Pro at least, and I also hope for the rest of the series, OnePlus 8 and also the rumored OnePlus 8 Lite. It's something that OnePlus definitely can do now they're taking away that pop-up camera from the OnePlus 8 Pro and moving to a hole punch display. That means that there really is no excuse for OnePlus to waterproof this phone and give us an IP rating this time around. The second feature that has got so many headlines is wireless charging, and we might just have found out the wireless charging speeds that will be going into the OnePlus 8 Pro. This actually comes as a byproduct from the marketing materials from the Oppo Find X2 Pro. Leaks online in China have showed us the settings pages for the wireless charging, and on the Find X2 Pro at least, that will support 30 watt fast wireless charging, which is a really good spec. So it wouldn't be a big jump to think the 30 watt charging on the Find X2 Pro can also make its way to the OnePlus 8 Pro. Just to put that into some perspective, the brand new S20 Ultra from Samsung uses 15 watt wireless charging, and the Mi 10 and Mi 10 Pro from Xiaomi use 30 watt. 30 watts a really good spec, and if that's in the OnePlus 8 Pro, I think a lot of people will be very pleased. We can also expect LPDDR5 RAM, UFS 3.0 storage with a slight boost in speeds. This is also information we've seen from the Find X2 Pro that should make its way over to the OnePlus 8 Pro too. And also Wi-Fi 6. This is from Brian Shen's post that says he's looking for a Wi-Fi 6 router, which is basically a hint towards the Wi-Fi 6 functionality being in the Find X2 Pro and of course the OnePlus 8 Pro too. And more details about the camera leaked a while back now that OnePlus were exploring the possibility of using a custom-made main image sensor from Sony. Details have been fairly scarce about that, but this post today suggests that it could be a 60 megapixel image sensor that will use pixel binning to bring the image resolution down and the pixel sizes up to give us a better overall image. Without knowing exactly what the image sensor will bring us, there are just so many rumors regarding a brand new custom-made image sensor for OnePlus. Again, something that most people will be pleased with, as that is one of the gripes, certainly in previous OnePlus phones, the image quality from the cameras. More leaks out of China also suggest that the Find X2 Pro could be using a Periscope zoom camera, very, very similar to the one found in the Oppo Reno 10X that was released last year. That will give the Find X2 a much better zoom range, up to about 60 times, which is the same as the Reno 10X, but apparently results will be better. Not much mention about the possibility of that Periscope also going into OnePlus 8 Pro. CAD renders from OnLeaks do not show any Periscope zoom cameras in the OnePlus 8 Pro, but usually the CAD designs do not include any information about the actual camera setup, so it's a possibility, but for now we just don't know. The Find X2 and 2 Pro will release before the OnePlus 8 series, and so will the Realme X50 Pro, a Snapdragon 865 processor and 65 watt fast charging in that phone. That is an amazing spec. That is the best fast charging that we've seen only a couple of times before. That will also have a 90Hz display with a dual cutout on the front, a main sensor and an ultra wide as 2 selfie cameras. So that looks like a really good phone, and being a Realme device, it should come at a good price too. And being in the BBK family, it means that we should also expect really good specs from the OnePlus 8, the non-Pro version. And we should be finding out way more specific information about the OnePlus series after Realme and Oppo get their launches out of the way. Subscribe for all the latest tech news and videos. That's it for now, but I'll see you in the next one.